Welcome to UK Learning's YouTube channel. Life in the UK Mock Test 4. For how long did England remain a republic? 10 years, 11 years, 14 years, 12 years. The answer is 11 years. Britain had been a republic for 11 years. Who can get a 50% discount on their TV license? Blind people, students, deaf people, army officers. The answer is blind people. People over 75 can apply for a free TV license and blind people can get a 50% discount. What is the judiciary responsible for? Looking after a jury, putting people in prison, deciding whether a person is guilty, interpreting the law. The answer is interpreting the law. Judges, who are together called the judiciary, are responsible for interpreting the law and ensuring that trials are conducted fairly. Who defeated Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo? Louis XIV, Henry VII, Nelson, the Duke of Wellington. The answer is the Duke of Wellington. In 1815, the French wars ended with the defeat of the Emperor Napoleon by the Duke of Wellington at the Battle of Waterloo. What does the UK offer to its residents? Luxurious life, free TV license, untaxed income, freedom of belief and religion. The answer is freedom of belief and religion. In return, the UK offers freedom of belief and religion, freedom of speech, freedom from unfair discrimination, a right to a fair trial, a right to join in the election of a government. When did the Enlightenment happen? 19th century, 19th and 20th century, 18th century, 18th and 19th century. The answer is 18th century. During the 18th century, new ideas about politics, philosophy and science were developed. This is often called the Enlightenment. What did the first farmers build in Britain? Hospitals and roads, theatres and houses, tombs and stadiums, houses and monuments. The answer is houses and monuments. The first farmers built houses, tombs and monuments on the land. What percentage of the UK population is Sikh? 1%, 4%, 3%, 2%. The answer is 1%. Where are the most serious civil cases heard in England and Wales? The Court of Session, High Court, Sheriff Court, Crown Court. The answer is High Court. More serious civil cases, for example, when a large amount of compensation is being claimed, are dealt with in the High Court in England, Wales and Northern Ireland. Which word comes from the Viking language? Cow, leg, scanthop, arm. The answer is scanthop. Grimsby and scanthop are the examples of words that come from the Viking languages. Which of these charities works with children? Crisis and Shelter, NSPCC, PDSA, the National Trust. The answer is NSPCC. The National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children, NSPCC, works with children. Where can you find the ship HMS Victory now? London, Edinburgh, Dorset, Portsmouth. The answer is Portsmouth. HMS Victory can be visited in Portsmouth. It was Admiral Nelson's ship. When is Halloween celebrated? 30th of November, 30th of October, 31st of November, 31st of October. The answer is the 31st of October. Halloween, the 31st of October, is an ancient festival and has roots in the pagan festival to mark the beginning of winter. Young people will often dress up in frightening costumes to play trick or treat. People give them treats to stop them playing tricks on them. A lot of people carve lanterns out of pumpkins and put a candle inside. Who was the first woman Prime Minister? Elizabeth Brown, Margaret Thatcher, Florence Nightingale, Mary Peters. The answer is Margaret Thatcher. In 1979, Margaret Thatcher became the first woman Prime Minister of the UK. She was the longest-serving Prime Minister of the 20th century, remaining in office until 1990. What did Henry VII do? Broke away from the Church of Rome, increased the power of the nobles, restricted king's power, reduced the power of the nobles. The answer is reduced the power of the nobles. Henry VII wanted to make sure that England remained peaceful and that his position as king was secure. He deliberately strengthened the central administration of England and reduced the power of the nobles. What is the official report that contains everything said in Parliament called the Domesday Book? Hansard. The government press. The government report. The answer is Hansard. Proceedings in Parliament are broadcast on television and published in official reports called Hansard. When did Ireland split into two countries? 1949, 1925, 1922, 1934. The answer is 1922. Ireland became two countries in 1922. Who is responsible for subjects such as education, health and defense? Foreign Secretary, Home Secretary, Chancellor of the Exchequer, Secretary of State. The answer is Secretaries of State. Secretaries of State are responsible for subjects such as education, health and defense. Who sat in the House of Lords in the Middle Ages? Every landowner, wealthy people, the nobility and great landowners, knights. The answer is the nobility, great landowners, the nobility, great landowners and bishops sat in the House of Lords. What is the capital of Wales? Cardiff, Belfast, London, Edinburgh. The answer is Cardiff. Cardiff is the capital of Wales. Which of these are crown dependencies? The Channel Islands and the Isle of Man, St. Helena and Wales, St. Helena and Falkland Islands, Ireland and the Channel Islands. The answer is the Channel Islands and the Isle of Man. The Channel Islands and the Isle of Man are closely related to the UK but are not part of it. They have their own governments and are called crown dependencies. What is the national anthem of the UK? God Save the Queen, God Save the UK, Queen reign over the UK, United we stand. The answer is God Save the Queen. The national anthem of the UK is God Save the Queen. It is played at important national occasions and at events attended by the Queen or the royal family. The first verse is, God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen, send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen. Apostrophe. Where is Loch Lomond located? Scotland, England, Wales, Northern Ireland. The answer is Scotland. Loch Lomond is the largest expanse of fresh water in mainland Britain and probably the best known part of the park. It is located in Scotland. Which operas were written by Gilbert and Sullivan? The Phantom of the Opera, Tim Rice and Evita, Jesus Christ Superstar, HMS Pinafore and the Mikado. The answer is HMS Pinafore and the Mikado. Gilbert and Sullivan wrote comic operas, often making fun of popular culture and politics. These operas include HMS Pinafore, The Pirates of Penzance and the Mikado. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please share and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Click the bell button to get new video notification.